So why shooting for connection over perfection is always going to be the one in life, but especially in business, is because on the other side of that is trust. On the other side of that is the impact that you get to have through your incredible gifts and talents and the rewards, the financial rewards. So your impact then creates this energetic exchange of money, and that money is a representation, in my opinion, of the connection and trust in your business. I'm going to tell you a little story that Keith, my husband, shared with me the other day about a person that he worked for. He's a teacher, and this guy had a policy of not employing anybody, any teacher, with a first class honours degree. 2122 UK, I don't know what that is in other places. I don't even have a fucking degree. But basically what he was saying was, I don't want the best of the best. I don't want the people that have got the absolute top marks. And this is why. He said, I want people in front of my students who know what it feels like to fucking struggle. Because ultimately, that is what will build connection, trust and rapport in that classroom. If they feel seen, if they feel like you get it, that adds a different level of connection to things. It adds a different level of trust. At the beginning of the year, what he does is he gets all the kids to get their planners out and he says, turn to the 16th of May, needs to write something very, very important. Mr. Sykes' birthday. Turn back another week, write in your planner there, finish preparations for Mr. Sykes' birthday. Right, go back another week, start preparations for Mr. Sykes' birthday. What does his fucking birthday have to do with anything that these kids are going to be learning? Nothing. But it brings in a place of connection. That is a gateway to trust. And when you've got trust, like, you can go anywhere with that. This is why connection, imperfection, is the way to go. Because if you bring the fact that you are a fuck up behind the scenes and even in front of the scenes, do you know what I mean? And that maybe depending on what the thing is that you wanting to share with these people, that you were not some kind of fucking Zen master at all this shit from day one. You've been on your own journey with it. I've been on my journey with business, in entrepreneurship. I have had things that have not gone well. I have things that have been an enormous fucking flop. But what I've done is learned along the way and brought those tools with me to get me to a place where that happens less and less and less. But I want people to know when they come into my world that I didn't always have it all figured out. And that gives them a place to connect with me where they go, okay, she's not this fucking business unicorn. And I have had experiences like this. And when you get inside of the thing, it falls flat. I actually booked onto a program myself, and the person ran through this program. There was no connection in there. There was no relatability. And I dropped out halfway through because I was like, what is this? What's going on? You don't understand how fucking hard this is for me. You don't get the struggle and so on. And the irony is, I know that person has struggled because I spoke to them separately and explained this is how I was feeling. They were like, oh, yeah, but I didn't really want to present that side. And I'm like, please, connection over perfection. The problem is that we are all fighting a collective narrative that you've got to be the best. You have to, that perfection is the aim of the game. That's what we're shooting for. And that having any kind of flaws, any kind of weaknesses is bad. You know, all this kind of survival of the fittest things. That's how the fucking education system's set up, which is why I'm so glad that my husband doesn't buy into that bollocks. And that there are people out there, like the guy that employed him, that says, I don't want people sat opposite my students that don't know the struggle, that don't get it. And what I know is my students do better when they're sat in front of somebody who empathises for their situation, who gets it, and who is not afraid to be that, to say, I found it hard too. I'm a work in progress. I'm a massive fuck up. I don't always get it right. You know, like that's connection, and that is where the trust is. Sid has got a teacher. It's all about perfection. You know, you lose 10 grades if you don't write your name in fucking capital letters and bollocks like that. Who does he trust more? Who would he go to? Who would he want to interact with? Who would he want to like learn from? Who would he want to engage with? That teacher, or the kind of teacher that where he feels seen, where he thinks, I'm not alone here. It's not easy for everybody all of the time, and even this supposed expert in front of me. Who would you want to learn from? Who would you want to connect with? So choose to share your imperfections. Choose to, even if you don't want to share them, embrace them. Love on your own imperfections, and that will breed connection. And connection is the first step towards trust. Build trust in your business, and for me, you've got the magic formula. So yeah, just wanted to share that this morning. Just going to carry on with my walk in the foray with the booster, buddy booster, and I'll catch you in a bit. All right, lots of love.